After all the buzz surrounding S8 and S8 Plus, let's have a look at Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge. How has it held up in the past year? Let's have a look if is it still worth buying. So here we go. Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge review after a year. Hello everyone, Gary here. I'm back with another video. We have here is S7 Edge and it's completed its year, and so let's see how the year has been for this device. That's Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge. So let's just have a look at this. Let me start by giving the physical overview of this phone, and let me just take out the cover. So as you can see, this phone, see there are virtually no dents, so I haven't had any severe falls and it's handled out pretty well. I have a back protection on, that's a back guard. I don't know if you guys can see, but I have that installed, so it's fared out pretty well. I mean, other than it being a fingerprint magnet, it always had that problem. So you can see that, I mean, those fingerprints, they are gonna be there no matter what. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's a fingerprint magnet. Other than that, it's fared out pretty well. There haven't been any major issues with the build quality, other than this being a very slippery phone. It can fall, but I have had it in this case. So, and another thing that I've noticed is, let me show you, there are some scuffs on the screen. Do you see that? There it is. So that's about the screen, as you don't get too many guards for this screen. With no protection on the screen, these are bound to happen. So that's pretty much about the build quality. It's fared out pretty well for a year, and I haven't had any issues with the build quality other than this being a bit of a slippery phone. Now let me show you the biggest problem that I faced with this phone. It's a problem that I had from last 15 to 20 days. And let me show you. Do you guys see that weird pink line going through? Look at that. So I have had that pink line, that weird pink line from last 15 days, and I haven't had the time to go to the service center yet. So this is very annoying for a flagship phone to have this problem. Like, it's a probably messed up screen, some dead pixels there. So I didn't expect that from Samsung, at least not from their flagship phone. So now coming on to the software, I like what Samsung has done with their TouchWiz. It's pretty fluent, and the change of color scheme, it's been pretty good. I like the way the TouchWiz has been made more fluent, and there are like lots of useful features like blue light filter that I always like use it when reading in the night. It's just a good addition. And then there is also performance mode to play games. I just play occasional games. It has handled those pretty well. And now coming on to the Edge screen, I haven't used this Edge screen a lot, not at all actually. So it's just to add that beauty to the phone. I don't see any functionality to this, as if now there are like not that many of apps that take advantage of this Edge screen. Watching videos and media consumption has been a breeze on this phone. It's a joy to watch videos on this phone. It's a beautiful screen. It's just that problem that I had, the pink line, that's just weird. Like when I'm watching the videos, it just gets, it's annoying to be seen there. Otherwise, it's been great. The screen quality is good. I mean, Samsung produces one of the best AMOLED screens. So screen wise, it's good. Snapdragon 820 hasn't shown any lag yet, so it's a pretty good processor. It's still a good processor. I haven't seen any lags or stutters. It's still a breeze. So software wise, this phone is an upgrade from what it was a year before. So Nougat is a big thumbs up. It's a nice take, nice touch by Samsung. So now let me come on to some of the best features about this phone and some of the not very or not so good features about this phone. So first let me tell you this camera. This camera is it's just as good as it gets. Look at the focus. There you go. Bam. It focuses so fast. Do you see there? So I'm in love with this camera. If it's not the best, it's like among one of the best cameras that we have on the smartphones. So the camera is a big thumbs up. And then dust and water resistance, that's a handy thing to have on the phone. And the fingerprint, it's been pretty good. Software, I already told you guys, it's better than what Samsung used to provide. This TouchWiz is a pretty good take by Samsung, and certain new touches like the blue light filter, the performance mode, they have been pretty handy. And this phone still looks gorgeous. I mean, look at the phone, it just still pops out in the public. If you have this phone in your hand, it looks good. And these are like some of the best features that I think this phone possesses. And this, mind you, Snapdragon 820 is still rocking. I mean, so here are some of the not so good things about S7 Edge. And first one is, as you can see, that pink line. It's really annoying that a phone of this caliber, the S7 Edge, which was Samsung's earlier flagship, as S8 is launched now, to expect this or to have this from S7 Edge is a bit disappointing, because the kind of quality that Samsung provides with the screen is like top notch, but having this pink line, it's bothersome. So that's the first one. And then this phone is a fingerprint magnet. I mean, you can see like it takes up those smudges pretty fast. So another thing is that this phone is a slippery phone. So you'll find it difficult to hold, like without a cover. It easily slips out of your hand and is a slippery phone. And the third thing that I don't really like about this phone is this edge screen. I mean, aesthetically this makes it look so good, but functionality wise, when I have to press something which is right on the edge, it just sometimes registers your touch and sometimes it doesn't. So it's a bit of tricky there. Like suppose you're typing something and you have your keyboard on, and this thing sometimes registers your touch, sometimes it doesn't. I mean, so that's a problem. And another thing about the edge screen is that you don't really use it. You can see it. Like I have hardly put any of my personalized stuff there because I don't really use it. There are not too many apps yet that take advantage of this edge screen, so it's still a work in progress. It's a good feature to have if you're consuming media, but overall you don't really use it. And the last thing that I hate or I don't like about this phone, it's not actually about this phone, it's about the accessories like phone covers and glass guards or screen protections. Even if you manage to find a glass guard or a good screen protector for the phone, it gets messed up when you're removing the back cover here and there, so that's a problem. It doesn't stay for too long, and some of them have problem with like forming of those bubbles. So finding a decent screen protector is quite a challenge for this phone. So that's pretty much about it, guys. I'll see you in the next video. If you like the video, please give a thumbs up. Do give a comment down below. Like the video, please subscribe to the channel. If you like to see something reviewed, do let me know in the comments below.